Big friend.
Alright. Well, hello. Can you guys hear me okay? If you can you please give me a smiley face? The smiley face is underneath your name next to a participant box. Alright, I'm still seeing a few confused faces, no responses, but we're going to go ahead and get started anyways. Hi, once again, my name is Emily. I am a rising sophomore at Tallahassee Community College, and I am majoring in broadcast journalism. I started FLVS my junior year of high school, so I was with them for 2 years. And I was involved with newspaper clubs, student ambassadors, National English Honor Society, and Future Business Leaders of America as a student.
Hi, I'm Aditi, and I'm also a rising sophomore at Harvard. And I'm planning on majoring in chemical physical biology, so it's like a major of all the sciences, and I'm going down the pre-med track, so I'm hoping to be a doctor someday. And I've been a student of FLVS since my freshman year in high school, so for 4 years. And I've also been involved in the peer tutoring program for the past 3 years, and I've watched this wonderful organization grow to serve so many areas.
So how I got involved with FLVS, I was a junior, like I said earlier, and my mom, it was that fateful time when I had to take Algebra 2. Not fun, but she decided that she wasn't the best person to teach me it, which is true. Yeah, it's true. So she decided to sign me up for Algebra 2 through FLVS, and I was not happy about that. I was on my hands and knees begging her to make me do it. I want to do it. But I ended up loving it and took all of my courses my junior and senior year with FLVS, which was a lot of fun. I think what I really liked was like I got to choose what courses I want to take, so it was like I was choosing my curriculum, whereas my mom, she would choose the book and all that, and I was like, yeah, that's not going to work for me anymore. I've tasted freedom. I'm going to go with it. And how I got involved with the clubs, I actually jumped in really early. Before I was even actually placed in my very first course, I'd already scoured the FLVS website and discovered the club site. I'm sure you've all been there. So I immediately, newspaper club jumped out at me, and that was the first club I joined, and then got involved with more after that.
Go to Mike. So I have a different student perspective to offer. I was a student in public school, and I also took classes online. And the main reason I took classes online was because of the variety of courses offered. There were certain classes that were available online and that I was interested in learning, and also because it was able to work around my schedule. I was able to find my own schedule and balance my time in between my public school, my extracurricular activities, and my online classes. So I feel like this is a skill that I've definitely learned as a student, and this has definitely helped me in college, especially because now I'm able to better manage my time among my college work and also the job I have currently, and also, hanging out with friends.
But time management isn't the only skill that we learn through the Florida Virtual School Clubs. There are tons of great transferable skills that you can learn by being actively involved in the clubs. One of which is commitment, which is huge. I mean, you're going to commit to stuff your entire life, whether you're promising to help with an Illuminate session or something bigger in the future, like a professional work environment project or something like that. You're just going to do it. And when you commit to something, someone is counting on you, they're expecting you to follow through. So I think learning about commitment through the clubs is just a great way to jump into that topic and really get that experience down. I think for me personally, as a student, the biggest commitment I made during my time with the clubs was probably when I committed to be an editor-in-chief as a senior in high school, because I was committing, at the time to attend meetings every single week, set aside time each week to edit articles, plan meetings, lots of little projects and stuff like that. So I think commitment is definitely a great skill you can learn by being actively involved in the clubs.
So going off of commitment, I would say the most important thing is when you're a member of a team, it's really important to put that extra effort in for your club. And one example I had for this was during my peer tutoring experience, I was able to create Illuminate slides for training and also science tutoring material. So I feel like by doing this, I was able to use my own creativity and learn something at the same time. I was able to learn Illuminate. I was able to make PowerPoint slides for presentations. And in turn, through my training, I was able to become more confident in giving presentations and things like that. So I feel like definitely being involved in a club has helped me in that aspect. And the idea of technology as well. Whenever students here are involved with online clubs, you're always using technology, whether it be Illuminate, Google Docs, you name it. We're always going to be using that. And I feel like in the future, this is something that all students should know, and this is something that you can definitely find in any club here at FLVS.
Yeah, definitely. And another great skill is teamwork, obviously. It's hard enough to be in an actual room like we are now and work with other people and consider each other's ideas and work with each other and work things out that you might not agree with. But that difficulty level rises dramatically, I think, when you're working online. Maybe some people can't meet, in an Illuminate session at the exact time, and communication just gets that much more difficult. So I think that your ability to work as a team member is really tested when you're working in an online environment. So I think that if you can conquer that, if you can be a good team member, in online, with FLVS clubs, then you just have it down. You're going to be good, in the business world and everything like that. Student ambassadors, I know for me, I just had a lot of fun working as a team when I was in the club, putting together projects, creating events, and then just seeing them all come together, all of our hard work as a group, and just seeing the big show at the end. So that was a lot of fun.
And the final and major skill that I've learned is definitely responsibility, because it does encompass time management, commitment, and also teamwork. And I feel like my most important responsibility that I had was to put forth my effort, because I was part of a team. And I think that's the only way that clubs can definitely grow in any type of organization. And from a peer tutoring perspective, I believe that my responsibility was to foster an environment that was motivating and encouraging, so that students would come back, or students would also tell their peers to come join our services. And I feel that this was my responsibility, but it was also a passion that I had and a love that I had for teaching. And I really like spreading knowledge and being able to be there as a motivating person for the student who comes into a room. And I've definitely enjoyed this experience. Even though it's a responsibility, I've enjoyed it very much.
Oh yeah. And we learned all of these skills and so many more, through the clubs, through the people that were just up here, those amazing club sponsors. So we really want to encourage you to really get as involved as possible, because this is a great opportunity. You can learn a ton through the Florida Virtual School Clubs. So really just grasp everything you can, take every opportunity, and just learn as much as you can and have a lot of fun. Thank you.